You think you can go over my head and there won't be any consequences?
I think you wouldn't be here if your boss hadn't put the screws to you for coming after me.
You're right. He called me at midnight in my home and said that if I had nothing to hide, why the hell didn't I come after you? Well, you wanted it, you got it. You are under arrest for conspiring with a federal prosecutor.
You're making a mistake, Malik. What do you think the judge is going to say when he finds out you arrested your opposing counsel?
He's going to say guilty as charged, because I'm not just going to disbar you. I'm putting you away.
I want to call my lawyer.
Officer Haskins has butterfingers. I'll see you down there. We'll try to reach out to your lawyer on the way. You hungry, Harvey? After I picked you up, I realized that you may not have had breakfast yet.
Well, since you're asking, I'll have 2 eggs, a coffee, and a side to kiss my ass.
Swagger, huh? But you're not fooling anyone, because I know exactly how screwed you are.
What I know is I asked for my attorney, you smashed my phone, which means I could tell you I killed Kennedy and it wouldn't be admissible.
Well, if you won't talk to me, maybe Sean will. You know, we picked him up right after you.
You can't do that. He's already been arrested.
Not for obstruction, he hasn't. Which is exactly what happened when his boss went to my boss.
Oh, I get it. You concocted this little prisoner's dilemma to get us to cave. Well, you think that's gonna break us? You're wasting your time.
I think Sean Cahill has one chance to save his career, and all he has to do is turn on you. Or you could turn first. Be my guest. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and see if Sean feels any different.
Alex, I need to talk to you. Harvey and Sean were supposed to talk strategy this morning, but they're not in his office.
You checked the conference room?
I did, and after that reception, and it turns out neither of them showed up, and when I call Harvey, it goes straight to voicemail.
Donna, they probably had their meeting over coffee and didn't want to be disturbed.
Alex, I don't get this feeling very often, and you don't know Andy Malik like I do. I'm telling you something's wrong.
All right, let's get to it, Sean. I know you did this. I know why. You owed Harvey Specter your career.
The hell I do.
Oh, you're gonna tell me that he didn't take down Eric Woodall, which put you in your job, and that's why you got his buddy out of prison?
Those things are unrelated.
Well, that'd be the first time in history that both hands are clean and one didn't wash the other.
You need to get your facts straight, because the deal that I made to take down William Sutter was
With Mike Ross, not me.
Then why'd you pursue Sutter as a client?
His son-in-law, Kevin Miller, got Mike Ross out of a jam. I owed him one.
And Kevin Miller says that's a lie.
And that's the coerced testimony of a convicted felon.
You think that's all I got? Phone records. 24 conversations between you and Sean during that time. How do you explain that?
Frank Gallo was in there. He was a danger to Mike Ross, so I called Sean.
Bullshit. You want to get an inmate moved? You talk to the warden, not an SEC prosecutor.
Mike's life was threatened. I was talking to anyone who'd listen.
Bullshit again. Mike Ross was in danger. You couldn't get Gallo moved, so you had to get Mike out of there. And that's when you went to your buddy Sean and made a deal, which he took because he owed you.
I didn't fucking deal.
Yes, you did. I know the whole story. I can tell it, I can prove it, and the jury's gonna believe it. The real question is, which one of you two is gonna figure that out first?
Not me.
Look at his track record. Mike Ross went to prison for him. Jessica Pearson lost her license for him. He manipulates people.
I didn't manipulate anyone.
You manipulated the law. You crossed the line at every turn. You think the rules don't apply to you.
I'm good with who I am.
That's the fucking problem. You pursued a client with the sole purpose of putting him away. You did it, you know it, and you don't even care. Sean, you know what happens to prosecutors who go to prison. This is your last chance. You won't go to trial, you won't lose your job. All you have to do is admit the truth, and this will all be over.
It is over, Malik. My clients are done answering questions.
Yeah, well, I'm done asking. Oh, and you don't have clients, Mr. Williams, you just have him.
What the hell does that mean?
That means Sean Cahill asked for new representation.
Who?
Faye Richardson. She advised her client to take my deal, and he agreed.